Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Corey here to do the ULTY Roundup. Sorry I didn't do this last night. I spent time with my husband and daughter, and then I ended up sleeping in today. So, just to get started, just know that I'm not a personal investment advisor, qualified or licensed or anything. So, I'm just providing information here to you, so you can use that information along with the rest of information that you know, right, and you have, and you can find. So you can make your decisions. And then you can see all the risks below that YieldMax identifies and defines on their website. So let's go into here. So we still have all of the ETFs here, and then of course still have this sorted by current IV. Net assets are 62.2 million. Outstanding shares are 4,375,000. I think that's 25,000 more than it was. Highest IV eye point at 173%, and intracellular therapies 46%. If we move on here, ULTY ended up closing down 3.39%, which appears to be exactly 50 cents, while the market here is showing that it closed down 0.88%. I don't know, at some point in the day I remember looking at this and it was 1%, and the NASDAQ was almost 2%, so I'm not sure what the NASDAQ was since I don't show that one on this sheet. But anyway, let's sort this. Our biggest loser here was SMCI. Holy moly. I mean, I heard about it, but I wasn't really paying attention. But wow, 23% down. No wonder ULTY came down. And I'm just glad I didn't. I remember looking at SMCI, but it had run up so much, there was no way I was going to buy this. But I didn't realize it closed down this much yesterday. Wow, yeah, that makes sense now why the thing came down. But anyway, moving on, Biohaven down 8%, VRT, Vertiv down 7%. Wolfspeed and GigaCloud Technology were down 6%. We have a few that were in the green. Our biggest green one was CleanSpark with 6%. Then there was Root, Carvala, Intracellular Therapies, iPoint, and Sunrun. The only trades that were done yesterday were to close out. Remember, we had talked about, I think, two of them we talked about being over, and they were going to have to pay to close those out. Therefore, they paid to close those out, and the synthetics with them. For GigaCloud Technology, it looks like they ended up getting a sign and had to buy some shares. And then I don't think the other one was over, to be honest with you. I don't remember now because I did this last night. Yeah, so looking here, it looks like CleanSpark was a little over at the end of the day. GigaCloud wasn't over, but they were close at the end of the day. I guess they were over at some point since they were assigned. So yeah, it looks like all three of them were over there. And then Monday will be a longer video, at least for holdings and trades, because that's when they'll do all their trades for next week. Here's our net assets, and then you can see in column T, or new column here, this is how those net assets affect the overall price of ULTY. It shows them bringing them down 64 cents, with the biggest one being SMCI, obviously, right? Let's sort this. So SMCI negative 20 cents, Root negative 16 cents, MicroStrategy negative 14 cents, and so on. If we look at the bottom, the ones that are actually bringing the price up, we got Intracellular Therapies is bringing it up 11 cents, GigaCloud 8, C, and NanoX Imaging bringing it up 7 there. All right. And then I did not prepare for this. I gotta stop doing that. I guess from now on, if I forget it, I just don't need to do it. But you can see here, you know, that negative 23% up there, $214 down. But you can see all of these, how most everything just went straight down. And these at the bottom, it looks like they just were choppy all day long, side to side there. But everything else went straight down. If we look at it on the chart here, let's look at intraday. Lots of trades going up there in SMCI. Looks like we had a bunch of buying into MicroStrategy at the end of the day. Same thing with, what is that one? TMDX. Probably just the imbalances. And coin did a sell-off at the end of the day there. A Symbiotic was crazy there, going side to side. Curious as to why CleanSpark started doing better now after the past week or two it's had. And look at Sunrun, that big, this big, huge swings there all day. Which, if you look at it, it's really only like, what, 35 cents? But anyway, I'll let y'all go, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.